5 feuds for Rhea Ripley after Liv Morgan match at WWE Bad Blood 2024. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. As WWE Bad Blood approaches on October 5, it's getting harder to determine what's next for Rhea Ripley. The Australian has been embroiled in a lengthy rivalry with Liv Morgan, which intensified on the Raw after WrestleMania 40, when her former friend attacked her backstage and put her on the shelf for 3 months, forcing her to vacate the Women's World Championship. The love triangle with Dominic Mysterio and Ripley's subsequent split from the Judgment Day have been a tremendous use of continuity. However, it has been the main women's storyline for so long, and the company hasn't developed any new threats to the division's world title. Although this was understandable for a while, it has become a detriment to Raw because there aren't any established opponents for the winner of this feud. As such, it's safe to assume there will be a rubber match after Bad Blood, but then what? Let's take a look at the best options. These are 5 possible feuds for Ripley after her upcoming rematch with Morgan. This may seem like a stretch because Tiffany Stratton is a SmackDown superstar, but it isn't as implausible as you might think. During the Blue Brand's return to the USA Network, Nia Jax challenged Bayley and Naomi to a tag team match in which the winner would receive a title shot at Bad Blood, while the loser has to leave SmackDown permanently. On the surface, this seems like a way to send Bayley to Raw and take away her most consistent ally. Conversely, the women's champion could use this stipulation to send Stratton away and remove the threat of a cash-in. Even if this scenario doesn't play out that way, Ms. Money in the Bank can cash in her contract on the champion of her choice. This wouldn't be a bad idea because Ripley could use more heels to face on Monday nights. Shayna Baszler and Ripley have a long history together, including their memorable feud for the NXT Women's Championship. It's a shame that the Queen of Spades has never quite reached the heights of her run on the gold brand on the main roster. Nevertheless, she's still an excellent antagonist and would make a great foil for the Eradicator. If Ripley defeats Morgan to regain the Women's World Championship, this would be a cool television feud for her. It's important to revamp the division and create believable contenders because WWE has devoted so much screen time to the Judgment Day and the Terror Twins lately. Baszler may not be a popular choice, but Ripley needs someone who can generate heat, and she fits the bill. Lyra Valkyria could be an interesting opponent for Ripley later this year, following a strong start on the main roster. The former NXT Women's Champion showed promise on the developmental brand before she came to Raw. Then, she surprisingly made it to the Queen of the Ring tournament finals after an impressive win over Io Sky in the semifinals. Nia Jax ultimately defeated Valkyria, but her performance in the tournament was a great introduction to new fans. She also had a solid showing in this year's Women's Money in the Bank match. A friendly rivalry with Ripley could be the perfect way for the newcomer to cap off the year and build toward bigger moments in 2025. Raquel Rodriguez's WWE status is unclear, but she would fit perfectly on the flagship brand because of her ties to 2 particular members of its roster. The second-generation wrestler has been out of action since the Raw after Elimination Chamber in February. She has been struggling with mast cell activation syndrome since January, but she recently provided a positive update on her health and potential return. Raw could use another credible contender for the Women's World Championship, and she has a history with both Morgan and Ripley. This gives the company some intriguing ways to reintroduce her following their feud. There's plenty of potential for her return. Rodriguez could join her former tag team partner and attack Ripley after Bad Blood, or this could lead to a triple threat match. Ripley vs. Io Sky is probably the biggest match the Raw Women's division has to offer. This is a no-brainer because the brand lacks depth and effective mid-card feuds at the moment. If the Eradicator defeats Morgan at Bad Blood, Sky would immediately stand out as her next potential opponent. The Japanese star is a decorated champion and an incredible in-ring performer, so it wouldn't take much to build her into a believable contender for the Women's World title, and the match would likely deliver. The genius of the Sky has been trying to claw her way back into the title picture since she lost the WWE Women's Championship to Bayley at WrestleMania 40. Ripley would offer her a fresh matchup and the chance to add another win to her resume.